Hey everyone, it's Carissa Wiley here for Concord and Ninth. Thanks for joining me today. Now, I love me a good box die, and this little crate stamp and coordinating die set, new from Concord and Ninth, is no exception. There are so many ways to use this, and I can't wait to give you an up close and personal look. This is the little crate stamp set. Now, it has all of these small mini messages that are designed to coordinate with the tag dies included in the little crate die set. So you can see they fit really great on these little mini tags. And this allows you to kind of mix and match the stamp sentiments along with the die cut sentiments to create a variety of tags. But let's have a look at this little crate die because I think it is so much fun and so fabulous. Before we get to that, I'm going to show you all the tags kind of die cut here. I've used the various words to kind of die cut them from the tags. There is a perfect little heart in this set, as well as this for you sentiment, which I've layered up and added some twine to create its own little tag, but it's great for a card front as well. Now, those are what I would consider like the bonus dies in this set. Concord and Ninth uses every inch of space in these die sets, and I love that. And here's the real star of the show, this little crate. Now, I love that they've designed this as kind of a one-piece die. So you die cut this one time and this is what you get. To create the box, you're just gonna run it through a second time and you'll have all the pieces that you need to create not only your little crate, but also add the little design elements that make it so special. Now, another thing that I love about this die set is that you can get a complete box from one 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock. And this die creates all of the score lines that you need to create this box. So I'm going to start by folding along the score lines of each of these pieces and reinforcing them with a bone folder. This little crate comes together. It's very simple to put together, and I thought I would show you exactly how I do it, and you'll see just how easy this little crate is to assemble. Now I've gone ahead and folded on all of the score lines and reinforced them on the base pieces. Now I'm going to do the same thing on kind of these trim pieces here. Now these function to add a little more design and a little more dimension to the box. So you can create your box without them, but these just add that finishing touch that Concord and Ninth is so good at. Now, once everything is folded, I'm going to go ahead and add some adhesive. This is double-sided tape to these little tabs that are on the edges of these base pieces of the crate. So just along the tabs on all of these, I'm going to use liquid glue for the trim pieces, but you could use this double-sided tape on that as well. I do recommend using a strong adhesive because you are creating a box. And once I have the adhesive added to the tabs, I'm going to take just one of these base pieces, and on the inside of this center area, I am going to place some adhesive. This is going to hold those two base pieces of this crate together. So I'm just adding a few strips of adhesive here. And once I have all of that adhesive added to the center portion of this crate, I'm going to go ahead and remove the backer, and then I'm going to adhere the two pieces together. Now, I like to take the second piece and kind of fold the ends in, and that allows me to line up the two centers or the base portion of these crates with each other very easily. So now I have what looks like this big kind of cross or X. Now that these pieces are adhered together, I can start removing the backer from the adhesive on each of these tabs and then just line up the edge of the next portion of the box with that adhesive back tab and press them together. So I like to take the straight edge of this little crate and line it up with the score line of that tab to create a nice finished corner on my little crate. And I'm just gonna work my way around, removing the backer from the adhesive and adhering those edges together. It's really very easy. It comes together so quickly. And I really love the size of this little crate because it's a great size. You can fit so many things in it. A large cupcake, a bath bomb. I'll show you that here in just a little bit. It is also designed to coordinate with the For the Record stamp and die set. The little record sleeve from that die set will fit perfectly in this little crate. Now for the border or trim pieces, I'm going to use some liquid adhesive to adhere these onto my box. I found that using liquid adhesive allowed me to kind of slide them into place. So if I didn't get them exactly right on the first go around, this gave me a little bit of grace or forgiveness to kind of position them. I like to make sure that the handles on the base of the box align with the handles of the trim piece, kind of slide those into place and then wrap that tab around. Now for the second trim piece, I'm going to pick up right where I left off on that first trim piece, and I'm going to cover the tab on the end of that first trim piece with the beginning or straight edge of the second trim piece. When you're putting this together, it makes a lot of sense. Now, when I wrap this around, I'm going to add this tab. I'm just going to slide it under that first trim piece, and I have all of my top trims or dimensional pieces in place, and now I can add the dimension to the handles as well. So remember, these cut out with all of the trim pieces and the base of the box all at once with one pass of the die cut machine. And I love that I don't have to fumble with multiple small dies to get all of the pieces that I need to assemble this box. Now I'm going to do the same thing for the bottom trim piece. And the difference between the bottom trim piece is that the top has the areas for the handles and the bottom does not. So you're just really adding this additional stitching detail and dimension to the bottom of this little crate with these trim pieces. And like I said, I love that Concord and Ninth thinks of all the details. You can either assemble this little crate without the trim pieces or with the trim pieces. It's completely up to you. So now that just completes the assembly of this crate, and I wanted to show you a few ways to use it. I have trimmed this die cut piece down to create a little crate for the front of a card, and I've combined it with some stamps and dies from the For the Record stamp and die set, as well as the Greatest Hits stamp and die set. Now, I could not resist making a bunch of these little record sleeves and records to go in this little crate. These are from the Greatest Hits stamp and die set that's new from Concord and Ninth as well. You can see I've decorated the sleeves of the records, and I've created all of these records with different colored labels. This would be a great place to have little messages on the back of the records, or even those QR codes for like a playlist on Spotify. I think that would be so much fun. Now, another fun thing to slip inside of this little crate is a set of mini cards. You can see I've used the little crate stamp set to create that fun pattern on the card. And then I've used the sentiments from the Greatest Hit stamp set along with that die set to add little sentiments to the front of these mini note cards. And you can just slip that in there with some coordinating envelopes to create a fun little gift to give to a friend. These also make really great lunchbox notes for either your husband or your children or your grandkids. Now this little crate fits so many different things, a large cupcake, even one of these really large bath bombs. And I've just wrapped that up in a little cello bag and die cut this for you, added a little heart to it, and I'm just slipping that over the top of this bath bomb bag here. And isn't that the most adorable way to give a bath bomb or a cupcake or a little goodie bag of treats? I think there's so many different things that you can do with this little crate. I mean, let your imagination run wild. This is a great size crate. It fits so many different things. I can't wait to see what you all stuff and give away in your little crates. Be sure to share it with us online.